I'm Christina Ho. I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka AV Baby, aka Nate Silva, aka the Gold Ranger on Beast Morphers.
And follow Cosmic
Protect.
Hi, I'm Christina Ho. I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka AV Baby, aka Nate Silva, aka the Gold Ranger on Beast Morphers.
And you should follow Cosmic Protector
on Patreon.
Hi, I'm Christina Ho, and I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka AV Baby, aka the Gold Ranger. Oh, I already messed up my intro.
Hi, I'm Christina Ho, and I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka AV Baby, aka Nate Silva, aka the Gold Ranger on Beast Morphers.
And you should follow Cosmic Protectors on Patreon! Yeah!
From wherever we're broadcasting from. I haven't seen you guys in person in quite a while, but we are hoping you guys are doing well in the pandemic. I am Joe with the Illuminerdi, joined alongside my co-host, Jesser, the Dancing Fool Reyes, and Corey, T-Rex Gibson. Is it T-Rex or is it
C.
C-Rex?
Gibson Rex?
It's G-Rex with a G.
There you go. I was off on all of that. But we are here talking Power Rangers. There's a lot going on this week, guys. But how has your quarantine been?
It's cool, bruh. It's just relaxing and chill, and the weather is fucking great right now. So it's great. It's fucking great.
Hey, Jesser, what do you feel about people in Orange County and Southern California?
Hey, Orange County. Fuck you guys. You guys are a bunch of fucking morons. Soon the Coast Guard's gonna come and start, like, fucking regulating this shit because you guys can't stay away from the beach for, like, 5 minutes. Because it's your identity.
But we do got a bunch of you guys in the chat right now. We are joined by Fia Games 10, Jared Hodges, Flash, Rondo, Larry Newbill. What up, Larry? He's helping out with me, helping out on social media alongside me. We got Metal Ryan Cluster. Thank you, guys. Daniel Diaz is in here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Let us know where you're tuning in from and how your quarantine's going. We hope it's going extremely well. But we do have a lot of news to discuss today, so... Corey, how have you been? I didn't even ask. How are you doing?
I'm distracted by my Optimus Prime figure, so
How much is that thing?
Well, like 40-ish.
That's not bad. Did it come with a trailer?
Yeah.
Does the trailer do anything?
It does what the trailer, it opens up and there's a little gun turret in the back.
Ah, man. I like the trailers that, like, actually, like, attachments for Optimus. That'd be dope.
That's like movie stuff.
Yeah, man. You gotta make it fucking worth it. Or make it, like, make sense.
This is G1. Like, new G1.
Gotta make it make sense, man. Gotta make it make sense.
Hey, Corey, are you a bigger Transformers fan than you are Power Rangers? Just out of curiosity.
Who, me?
Yeah, no, the fucking other Corey that's in here.
I didn't hear Corey. I just hear the freaking microwave because there's someone in the kitchen just making noise. That's
Someone's
why.
in the kitchen with Dinah.
Well, I like them both equally. Like Power Rangers and then Transformers is like right here.
What a diplomatic answer. I hate it.
I love them both equally. You know?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about this for a second. I don't want to go to our big news, but actually, Corey, I want to talk about your Optimus Prime figure because that's a big thing that people are talking about in the chat. You want to show us?
Well, yeah, it's Earthrise Optimus Prime. I gotta turn off my background because it's hold on.
It's not recognizing Optimus Prime as a being.
No,
it's a robot.
not. There we go.
All right.
Earthrise Optimus Prime.
Does he have the Matrix of Leadership in there?
You got freaking Matrix. You really have to just make all the crinkly noises back there, do you? You just making all the noise. You can't look at you.
She wants to be on the show, man.
The Matrix right there.
That's dope. I like it.
Freaking solid.
I'm more of a Beast Wars guy. Do you guys watch Beast Wars?
Like that. Why would you?
I'm actually not the biggest Transformers fan, believe it or not. I grew up with it, but like it was never really my jam. But yeah, so I've never had this like affinity for Transformers, and it's funny because I've just started watching Tubi. By the way, we'll talk about this in a second too. But I've been watching Tubi, and one of the things that's on there is the first season of Transformers, and I might go back and watch it.
Wait, time out. G1 sucks. I think it's all driven by nostalgia, but G1 fucking sucks. It's all about Beast Wars, man. It's all about Beast Wars.
Well, here's the deal. So I'm watching Tubi, and one thing that I'm almost done with, I only have 11 episodes left of Jetman, and it's phenomenal.
Jetman's actually really good. Like I could have seen.
You've seen it too?
Huh?
You've seen it?
I watched it on Shout Factory when it was on, and like it's like really cool. Like they could have like crossed over with like Godzilla or some shit. The way that was set up.
Incredible. Like the characters are very well written, and there's like a lot of. The great thing is there's a lot of in-team turmoil, but there's also a lot of like politics on the villain side. It's a really, really good season, and there was a lot of rumors out there that was going to be the adaptation of Mighty Morphin, but
didn't they film something with them first, like the dude from Iron Chef or something?
Bioman.
Oh, yeah, Bioman.
I have the booklet for that, not physical, but like scans of it.
Yeah.
Joanna Man was supposed to be in Bioman, right?
Who?
Joanna Man?
Yeah. But no, huge fan of Jetman. It is a great series. I have 11 episodes left. I'll probably finish it all tonight. And then I think I'm going to start, I don't know. What do you guys suggest? Should I start like a Kamen Rider, or do you think I should just go into Jew Ranger?
Watch some Kuga. No,
why is everybody talking about Kuga right now?
Because it just started streaming on Shout Factory channel on
actually? Hold up.
On Pluto, yeah.
Let me get some.
Yeah, if you can find some Agito, watch Agito.
You know what? But I heard that isn't Agito the sequel to Kuga?
Yes.
So should I watch Kuga first?
Not connected. You can watch Agito. You don't need to watch Kuga. They mention Kuga, but it's not that hard connected.
Is it just that the aliens thing, the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean they just mention like the reason why the police have a Kamen Rider is like, because this Kuga guy, and that's it.
So people in the chat right now. Go ahead, Joseph.
I went to Japan like back in October, and I got my Henshin Bros some stuff. This is Kuga, right?
I can't see.
Let me see.
Yes, that's Kuga.
Yeah, so I got that for somebody, and then this is a Dragon Knight.
Ruki.
And then Kiva.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't given it. Like it's been like almost 6 months. I haven't given it to them yet. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you said that's on Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just started it on Pluto.
And both of these 2B and Pluto are free.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing about the great thing about Tubi is it's free, but it's on demand. You can watch almost any Sentai that Shout Factory has on there.
Is there
from Jetman all the way? I think it's from Jetman all the way up to not Ninja. What was the Ninja Storm one? Hurricaneger.
Yeah, so. I want to watch a lot of like how is there commercials or what is it? How does it work?
Yeah, very minimal commercials. Very minimal. Like I fly through those. I usually watch about 10 episodes a day as I'm working, so it's great. I love it. I think it's great. I'm a big fan of Jetman, and I've already figured out our Cosmic Protectors adaptation of it. Like I was able to put it all together, and I was just talking to Corey off screen about it. But I have a great idea for that. That's actually a good fan one if fans want to join the Patreon on that to be some of those Rangers, because I have a lot of good ideas for that. But right now in the chat, a lot of people are talking about Abraham not winning his nomination, or Power Rangers in general.
Power Ranger in general not getting anything.
Is that a surprise to either one of you guys? Jezzer, why do you hate the Power Ranger community so much? I want to ask you.
I don't hate the Power Ranger community. I dislike certain people within the Power Ranger community. I don't hate the Power Ranger community. I think that the people that I meet at Power Morphicon that come from overseas and stuff, not like the people in SoCal, I generally like them. Like they're just like down to earth and kind of regular people versus some of the people here in the States whose brains are a little bit, I don't know, messed up by the fandom. I don't know how to describe it. Like, if I was able to like just point out people and show them to the viewers, they'd be like, oh yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but I can't because that's messed up.
Yes, it is. But yeah, so they didn't win. I don't think that's unexpected. I really do wish Abraham would have walked away with his Kids' Choice Award. Think he deserves it. He's a really good actor. He's a good guy.
But are you surprised by it? Are you surprised by that revelation or what went down with Kids' Choice Awards?
I don't think so. I'm not surprised by it. I also think that, like, look, Corey's right about this comment, but his comment that he wrote in the chat actually translates over. Same thing to Power Rangers. Y'all are too young to appreciate early Kamen Rider. They're not trying to sell you BS toys. I kind of agree with the same thing with Power Rangers. I feel that, like, let's be 100% transparent about this. Power Rangers, it's very rare that there are great seasons, let alone good seasons.
Yeah, very rare.
I think that a lot of people have these nostalgia colored glasses when they watch the show back, or even when they talk about the show so fondly. I think that it's just the way it is. It's not necessarily a bad thing because it's cool to have nostalgia, but don't be blinded by the bullshit, because that sometimes people just think, like, look, guys, I know a lot of you guys are Time Force fans. I've went back and watched Time Force as an adult because I don't remember having seen it when I was a kid.
See, Martha said Jezer nailed it. His comment is very true. Thank you, Martha.
Yes, I don't think the Time Force is one of the best seasons. I know that a lot of you guys feel that it is, but you guys are entitled to your own opinion.
Man, it's Overdrive. You should know that by now. We fucking love Overdrive.
Who, you?
No, fuck Overdrive, man. Fuck Overdrive. What the fuck were they thinking when they created that shit? What the hell?
Love it.
It's a good premise, but it's just not a good show.
The actors suck. Everything just fucking sucks about it. I don't know. I fucking hated Overdrive. I didn't even give it a chance. Honestly, there's one show that I didn't give a chance that I kind of want to give it, like, watch a few episodes. It'd be Jungle Fury, because I heard it was decent.
I didn't like
Jungle Fury is cool.
I did not like it. It was not my jam.
I just didn't like the whole the Jungle Master mode and what is it, Daishi? Like the power up being called Jungle Master mode. That just bothered me because of how it was used in Geki Ranger. Yeah.
Corey, are there a few Sentai series that you wish that they did adapt that you think that could have worked here in America?
I mean, we pretty much got them all, really. I mean, there was a few that we didn't get, but the reason why we didn't get it, I understand why.
Tokuger?
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tokuger, I understand why, because, trains. No one cares about trains over here.
Well, I mean, I'm hearing the story is decent. I just don't like the suit. So you got freaking railroad track on the helmet. It's like, what the hell is that thing?
It kind of looks like Sailor Moon Power Rangers when I look at it. And then there's Die Ranger. I understand Die Ranger because they're riding high on the Jew Ranger suits.
But Die Ranger would have been so dope to adapt.
I know, but even the fighting style is night and day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Die Ranger would have been so dope. Like, that's like one of the coolest series I've seen. Were there any series that you guys, like, when you saw the Super Sentai series and then you saw the American adaptation, where you thought, like, wow, why didn't they just adapt the Sentai series? It would have been more cohesive with the suits and the aesthetic of the show.
Well, I didn't realize it was
Beast Morphers?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I didn't realize that Ginga Man was such a huge departure from what we got in America, and I think in America they executed
it's
better.
Pretty close, but
no, Gingaman was like it's
all about nature and shit like that.
Yeah, like Fable
nature, but I mean, just the base of the story is still pretty much the same as well.
Another big departure is Mega Ranger in space.
Oh yeah, that was like video games, right?
Yeah,
video games in school.
It had nothing to do with space. They were just in space.
hey, it still was good. That I'm talking about ones that didn't work out.
Both seasons of those seasons, I would say the Americans did it better. I would also say the Americans probably did RPM better than Go-Onger.
Yeah, go on. I mean, yeah, RPM was fun. I like Ranger seasons when you compare them, you can't because they're so different.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so those are fun. But yeah, overall though, back to the original thing, I think that Power Rangers is an underrated series. Truth be told, you guys in the chat right now, you guys are passionate Power Ranger fans, and that's why we love you. You guys appreciate the show for what it is. But that's exactly what I'm saying. You appreciate the show for what it is. I think personally that I hate saying this because it's like I'm
just say it.
Beating a dead horse here. But you know what? I'm just going to say this. We're going to release a story very soon that I think that a lot of people are not going to believe it. It's going to be one of those things. It's going to shock a lot of people.
Let me ask you, Joe. When this new story comes out, are you even gonna like make the effort to try to defend yourself, or are you just gonna let it run? I
don't let it roll. I'm gonna let it roll, and here's the reason why. Because I feel that every single time we put out a story, especially when it came to Beast Morphers for some odd reason, we got questioned every step of the way. I'm not gonna keep harping on that because it is what it is. But with that being said, this next story, I'm just gonna let it roll. And then once it happens, once people see it happens, it's gonna be like, oh well, fuck, he was right.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt, everybody. It is the Illuminerdi.
Look at Jazzer making fun of the fan base. What a dickhead. I do want to shift gears for a second and talk about something else. Now, we have an article that just came out today, and this is really about Beast Morphers, and it's about Jason's role and how he fits into the story. Earlier this year, we broke on the Illuminerdi's website, we broke the story that they are casting, or at least were casting, for a live-action Power Ranger show. That Power Ranger show had a bunch of character breakdowns, and one of the breakdowns was Jason. Now, the thing that I find fascinating the most is that all the ages were definitely the same, but the descriptions were as they were in their Power Ranger tenure. So it still had Koda as a caveman. It still had all these other Rangers as the roles that they had. But the interesting one was Jason's because it had him as pretty much the leader of the Academy for Power Rangers, which is essentially Battle Grid or Battle Force. So it was the same thing.
Battle Force.
Yes, thank you, Corey, for chiming in there late. We put two and two together, and it seems that it's possible that Jason could be the head of Grid Battle Force. Now, we're not confirming this. This is just one of our theories. We haven't read the script yet, but we know a lot that's going to happen. But what do you guys think about that? Is that a way that you'd like to see Jason get brought back?
What are your sources, Joe? What are your sources? Take it with a grain of salt. What are your sources, Joe?
God.
It's just I guess that departure is no different from Tommy being the doctor.
Hey man, it could happen. You don't doubt people's capacity to become better than you think they're gonna be.
It's just that they explained it. I'm like, cool. You watch Mighty Morphin. He dabbles in science. He did a report on science and stuff like that. So I don't. It's just weird because looking at Tommy seems like somebody who would have stuck with the martial arts and maybe opened a school or something. Not.
I thought he wanted to be a race car driver. Remember that? A pilot of freaking Turbo.
Yeah,
I want to be a race car driver. Huh?
But look, if you take it for what it was, Jezzer, when you graduated high school, what did you think you were going to be?
When I graduated high school, I honestly didn't even know what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. That's why I went to community college first.
Exactly. When you graduated high school, like, what did you want to be, Corey? Like, I feel like some of that stuff doesn't necessarily.
That's still that's still a thing.
Oh yeah, because what's your real profession now? See, it's a complete departure.
No, that's a backup though. I was realistic. I'm like, this may not happen.
See, listen. Don't like shit on Corey because there are a ton of people in LA that like they're still like going for that dream, but it's like taking so much out of them because the market's so saturated. Corey made the decision to find a job that could supplement his dream, right? Is that what you're trying to do, Corey?
Yeah, without this job, I wouldn't have I have a production account with a nice chunk of money in it. I wouldn't be able to get there working at a restaurant or a warehouse or all the other jobs. That's why I wasn't there back in the early days because I was just broke.
I mean, look, everybody has a sacrifice for their dream, but I feel that, like, I do agree that Tommy was never. Look, I think that if you suspend a little bit of disbelief, though, it makes sense that Tommy would be wanting to be a paleontologist, since dinosaurs is kind of what got his whole life like turned around, right? So I can understand that, but he would not be the one creating all these things, and that's why he wasn't. And I think that's why it was Haley. I don't think there's any crazy stretch of him being a doctor. It's just him having to go to school for a longer amount of time of wanting to study, you know. Because honestly, if you look at Tommy and you say, you know what, maybe he was a paleontologist to see, because he knows that Rita came here 10,000 years ago or whatever. Maybe there's other powers out there that he can find as an archaeologist. Then it would make more sense why he wanted to be a doctor. I personally feel so. I think people harp on that a little bit too much, but that can definitely be explained away. Now, with Jason being the head of Grid Battle Force, I think also makes sense. Jason is technically the leader of he's one of the leaders of the first Earth Power Rangers, so it would make sense to be like, you know what, we need something to defend us. We need a next generation. So I can definitely see this happening. I can definitely see how that's kind of created.
Tony Robinson says, I think Haley created the Master Morpher. You guys think so? I think there's a big gap between.
I think that's a Ninja thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ninja's still around somewhere?
Yeah.
I can't remember. How did he depart the show? He just disappeared?
He just stopped showing up like everybody else.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Ninja never really like left though, right? Like he was just kind of.
He just stopped. Zeo happened, and then they were just worried about those crystals.
David said, "Did Joe say Tommy wanted to be a gynecologist?"
Yeah, paleontologist.
Paleontologist, not gynecologist.
But that's that. So let's talk about some other stuff. We have some other news. You got more questions in the chat, Jezzer, or no?
Oh, let's see. There's people saying what they wanted to be. Layla says, I wanted to be a writer, nothing more, nothing less. What else? They said, hey, Joe, any news on casting for season 28?
It's currently happening.
Even during this pandemic?
Self-tapes, yeah.
Ah, see, there you go. It doesn't have to slow down everything, right? So that's cool.
Self-tapes are happening. Look, more on season 28 later. We'll talk about that at another time.
The Flash says
some big stories about that.
Flash says, read your story, Joe, on the Illuminati. I think you're onto something. It could be possible. And Austin St. John said he would come back for something special. Maybe this was it. Well, I mean, he's already coming back, so
it was definitely special.
The only thing, an easy way to confirm it is just to have what is she, the captain or the general, just say, oh, he is the founder of Grid Battle Force. That's it. Yeah. Easy throwaway line like that.
I mean, it's such an easy story to tell. I think that's a natural transgression of the character as well. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Let's talk about the other big news this week. But before we get into that, before we talk about that big news, Kiramager is still going on, and Henshin Hank is not dead. And Justin loves the show, and he watches the show, and he wants to talk about the show. So let's go to Justin in his review, his Henshin Hangout for Kiramager.
Let's go. We got about 3 minutes.
Tokusatsu and Sentai and, all the reasons that y'all like hearing me jabber on about this stuff. Hope you're all staying safe during this quarantine, and with all the Toku streaming options that are currently available, I know I've watched a lot to pass the time. But while we can all look back on some classic Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, and wow, even Ultraman, how's the current Super Sentai show, Machine Sentai Kiramager? How's that holding up? Well, we're about 8 episodes in, and so far, it's pretty decent. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's not really blowing my mind, but it is a solid and fun show so far. Characters are nicely defined, there's some good team dynamics, and the villains are pretty decent. To me, the overarching story they are telling in this show is that it's about the growth of a character who's not ready to be a leader. Kiramager is about Judo learning to have the confidence to be a good Red Ranger. And these last 2 episodes are a big part of pushing that narrative forward. And last 2 episodes are a pretty decent lesson story too. The whole team overtrained Juro to be a better leader, not realizing that they kind of overtrained him to be sort of weird versions of themselves. Not kind of understanding, too, that Juro needs to kind of learn things his way to be his own leader, to be his own person. The team actually pushed Juro so far that he actually collapsed of exhaustion in the middle of episode 8. Guys, he's a kid. He's trying to make you proud. That's what he's doing. He's the little brother who wants the older brother and sister to think he's cool, and he won't tell you that he's mad because he wants you to like him. Figure that out, and which they did. And that's the lesson of this episode. You can't push folks to be like you. Some people have to go about it at their own pace. The new Robot Machine Express is decent. I think the sunglasses. I'm curious how they're going to handle the new mode King Express, especially because the fact that Machine Express has to combine with a certain other robot, and it's going to get complicated. And if you haven't seen the episode yet, I'm not going to spoil it right here, but it would be fun to see how they're going to try to handle it every episode. Overall, the show is strong. In this episode alone, there are some great action beats, some really good humorous scenes that subvert the Super Sentai genre, and teases some really cool stuff in the future episodes. The show's head writer, Naruhisa Arakawa, wrote some of my favorite Super Sentai series of all time, Deca Ranger, Go Ranger, and yes, Akiba Ranger. I have some faith he's going to do some really awesome stuff in the show's future. But right now, I just think it's a fun series, and honestly, there ain't nothing wrong with it being a fun series. It's all we can really enjoy right now. Okay, everyone, that's it for me right now. Take care, enjoy, and now let's get back to our host. Hey, it's me, Jesse Gizon, and I'm back here.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is interesting.
So go on. Let's talk about this Kiramager. Corey, are you following along? Are you watching it? I know you're a Sentai guy.
I'm a little behind. I'm episode 3 or 4. I'm not too deep into it.
Do they have that on Tubi?
No, I mean I don't know.
No, it's not on Tubi. None of the current stuff is on Tubi. It's like up to the early 2000s, I believe.
Oh man.
What do you guys think about Kiramager in the chat? I'm really curious to know. And thank you so much, Justin, part of the Illuminerdi here, doing his pension hangout there. You know, we have a lot of fun things planned for our Power Ranger audience, because I think in the next couple of years you guys are going to need us more than ever. And I think that we're going to have some cool content coming your way, and great ways for you guys to interact with us, whether they be watch-alongs, whether they be, you know, more content added to the retro shows, and maybe even just new Power Ranger content in general. So I think that we're going to have a lot of cool ways for you guys to kind of find out what we're doing. But what do you guys think in the chat for Kiramager? And Jezzer, have you caught any of it?
I haven't. So I stopped maybe halfway through Ryu Soldier, and then I just kind of... It's a task watching these shows, because you have to like go onto this website. I'm all about convenience, and like the fact that Super Sentai is not giving you that convenience kind of sucks. So it's really a task. If I really wanted to watch it, I could, but it's just so much effort just to get an episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the last current Sentai you watched, Corey?
You Soldier. I'm still watching that one.
You liking it?
Yeah, I dig it. It's in the boring filler episode. I'm in that part.
Oh,
boring
damn.
filler episodes. I'm just like, oh man. So I'm trying through it. I just kind of stop. That's usually when I fall off, and I'm like, do I want to finish?
Yeah.
Hey, so we got some people talking about Kiramager in the chat. Jezzer, why don't you read that?
Mikey Nerd Talk says Kiramager is perfect for Power Rangers. I'm watching Kiramager, and I really love how the Red Ranger is somehow connected to the King of Crystallia, who can create anything from imagination. David says, Jezza, what's your favorite cookie? Lily says they're on 2002 with Hurricaneger on Tubi. Oh, good to know. Thank you for that. That's Ninja Storm, right? Hurricaneger?
Mm-hmm.
I think that... Oh, wait. Layla says, I need to start Kiramager. I haven't watched the current Sentai since before Resoul Gold was introduced.
Hey, dude, you're cutting out. Like, get into your mic, Jezzer. It's hard to, like, hear you.
How about now? Better?
Hey, yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So, Kiramager... People haven't been watching Kiramager. people have dropped off after Resoldier is what the general consensus is, which is mainly, I think, because of the accessibility of the Super Sentai series, I think.
Well, maybe we're gonna definitely try to make the Sentai Justin Sentai reviews a regular thing. Try to get Toku in to do Kamen Rider reviews for you guys too on this show right here on this show.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun thing. But let's talk about what we all came for. We got the big announcement this week, guys.
Surprise!
We talked about it last week, but we got the big announcement this week. Morphicon is not happening this year. It is rescheduled for June of 2021. Some people are cool. I like the rescheduled date. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm really down with the rescheduled date.
Man, that makes con season like super packed next year.
I know.
It is super packed. You got Power Morphicon, then you got Anime Expo, then you got San Diego Comic-Con. It's just like one right after the other.
Man, if we have to do, imagine if we have to go through we're going to be exhausted. If we have to go through the gamut of Power Morphicon, Anime Expo.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on Anime Expo. You guys have fun with that one.
San Diego Comic-Con, D23, and Star Wars Celebration.
Oh wait, is D23 next year too?
Going to be.
Oh man, that fucking sucks.
So we're gonna have our hands. We're gonna be pretty busy next year. But let's talk about. Oh, we forgot to mention E3.
Oh yeah, E3 is probably
right before Morphicon.
God, man.
So we got to go. It's a huge stretch of like 2 months that are gonna exhaust us. But I do want to talk about the ramifications of Morphicon. Let's talk about some of the pros. Some of the cons. Obviously, this is out of Scott's control. He obviously couldn't control what this is. Like, who knows? You know, nobody knows. I guess who does know? The World Health Organization would know about all this stuff. But the thing is, it is out of his control. There's no blame there. But what do you think this means for Power Morphicon? Because a lot of things are going to have to change. Because the cast reveal now, I don't think would really happen at Morphicon now, would it?
They're probably going to have to do a live stream.
No, they'll probably post a picture or something or video through the Twitter or social media, but they will have to. They will have to start filming around the time Morphicon is over. That's usually when they start, but I don't see things getting better by the end of the year. Like we'll have a plateau due to the weather and the virus not being.
Come back in December.
But with the flu season, then it will ramp back up again. But also in November, we should have a new president, and we can get this dickhead out of here and get someone who's down to get us some.
Or will we?
I'm pretty sure. I have faith in America right now because we are literally dying.
I had America years ago, buddy. It did not turn out the way I expected it to.
Biden, man. That's your other choice.
I don't care who it is, so long as we get this freaking orange creamsicle out of here.
Well, what does that have to do with the convention season?
No, I'm just saying once we get control over the pandemic, then things could get back to normal. That's convention season.
Look,
things are going to take a long time.
I honestly don't think things are ever going to get back to normal, at least not the way that we lived life before this happened. I just don't see that happening. But I think that, look, I don't know if the season is even going to still be a go, because you got to think that a lot of travel just isn't happening right now. And if travel doesn't get cleared up by then, who's to say? I don't even know if they're going to even start shooting by then. So everything is just really up in the air. Maybe, and that affects a lot of things, actually, now that we're opening that can of worms, because they're obligated. Stop playing with that light. What the hell is going on over there? That 2021 season, if they can't abide by that contract, what does that mean? What does this all mean for everything that's going to happen? Oh. And it's hard to say. Really hard.
There's a good comment here. Seth Film says, something people haven't talked about is the guests might have to change or even drop out. That's very true.
I honestly don't think that's going to be a factor whatsoever. Mainly because if you're a Power Ranger and going to Power Morphicon, I'm 90% sure you're not going to take any other convention that's not Power Ranger driven, where you can make more money at a Power Morphicon rather than a fucking like anime, like Mid Texas Anime Con. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck? Sorry about Mid Texas, but you get
Sorry, Texas. Sorry, Texas.
Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? But like, the thing is, I'm pretty sure that they're all gonna be able to shift their dates for Morphicon. That's not the problem. The problem is everything else. Like, if there's not anything prepared, what's gonna draw people to that main hall, that main room? If they don't have anything, they don't have anything.
Well, maybe if they start filming like end of the year or beginning of the year, maybe they'll have a trailer or even the first episode to show us.
Also,
maybe
some countries, like Korea. Korea never went into lockdown because they had sufficient testing. So if I'm not sure how Canada is doing right now, but if things are if things are going the way we think they are, and if they're going to another country to film and the epidemic is not as bad over there, then they can ship the cast over there and do filming as normal. You get what I mean?
When do you guys think that they would announce who they cast?
I mean, if everybody's ready to go back to work by September, or even like September, and everybody's already starting that trend, and they're starting to shoot new shows, I think they'll announce the cast as soon. It probably like August or September.
So around when Power Morphicon is.
The worst thing that could happen for Hasbro is that if the show starts shooting and the cast gets leaked by people taking pictures of the set.
Yeah.
That's something they can't control, and I think it's a dumb way to release your cast list. They're going to want to control the situation. So it's really all dependent on if people are going to be able to get back to shooting again, shooting shows again. That's what it really is going to boil down to.
On your side, Joe, you work in Hollywood. Have there been any murmurings on like when things will start like ramping back up or slowly ramping back up again?
Look, apparently in California, we're supposed to be going back to work May 15th. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's going to get extended. I don't. People are saying, well, we're just talking to somebody about this. I just got a text about this, about a movie or something that they're planning to, it's WWE. It was WWE that they're planning to go back on the road in 2 months. So if they're planning to go back on the road in 2 months, then that means that everything else should be open in 2 months, right? So we're talking July. I think that's still enough time to get your casting done. I don't think there's going to be that much of a delay. I think that and you already know this, Jezzer, because we had to deal with the casting process because we had people in the casting process 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. That it's long. It was a long, long wait.
Yeah.
It's just going to have to accelerate it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And that's just something on the casting side of them knowing what they want and knowing what they're looking for right away. I mean, they've got plenty of time to iron that stuff out, like while at home. So then, once that's all taken care of, when they start looking at these self-tapes, they're like, all right, that's what we're looking for,
Hey, Corey, you're a big Morphicon guy. What do you miss? What are you going to miss the most about Morphicon not being in the season that it's normally in?
Really, just the cast reveals. That's what got me for Morphicon. It got me hyped.
You know what people aren't talking about though? It's in June, like right before July, when usually it's the hottest it's gonna be during the summer. A lot of these Ranger cosplayers are gonna be boiling out there. Like usually when they have it, it's starts cooling down already towards the end of August. So like it's gonna be like prime heat time. Like people are just gonna be passing out and like getting dehydrated and shit. It's gonna be crazy. Fucking crazy.
I'm kind of sad too because, I mean, I was looking forward to going this year. I mean, it was the only convention that. Well, that's not true because I'm pretty sure that Jezzer, you and I would have been at WonderCon San Diego and maybe New York, but it's one of the only conventions that I like enjoy going to. In a weird way, I was just describing this not too long ago when we were on a phone call with a bunch of other Illuminerdi people. That, like, in a weird way, I'm kind of glad that there's no conventions this year because, like, I was burnt out. Like, I've been getting burnt out for a long time. Mm-hmm. So maybe, like, by next year, it'll make me want to go again. Who knows? But I'm excited to be going to Morphicon in June. I think June's my birthday, so that it's more reason to celebrate.
Man, your birthday was fun last year.
I don't even remember what we did. Oh yeah, you fucking passed out on the party bus.
I didn't pass out. I took a nap.
Passed out on the party bus.
I took a nap. And that's when I met Little Richie from Family Matters. That was dope as shit.
You did meet Little Richie. Yeah, you did. You actually did. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were out, bro. You were passed.
Nah, dude, it's just a power nap, bro. And then we went out right after that.
Right back home. And, hey, don't know. I'll give you a ride back home. Jezzer was wasted, bro.
Look, that was so much fun. So much fun, man.
It is. I do think though that when all this is done, we do have to have an Illuminerdi trip to Blue.
We do, man. Or even if that place is still going to be open, you know, like because it's it's a privately owned business. You don't know if they got hit hard or anything, which would suck.
We definitely do need to do like the big Illuminerdi meetup where it's all of us like together, like doing something.
Yeah, get a whole table, like a whole like long table. It'd be like the Last Supper or some shit, you know.
Yeah. But it's gonna be cool. I'm excited to go out there. I will say this though, and Jezzer and I have been talking about this week. I think that we should be holding some Power Ranger panels ourselves, some off the wall cool ones that maybe we use as like little pitches for what people want to see at Morphicon.
Dope. Actually, I saw Philip Jean Marie, Jack Guzman and Jessica Ray are having a panel that they're doing since Power Morphicon's getting canceled. So everybody's like looking into doing digital panels. And then last week, 2 weeks ago, they had the Power Rangers in Space one. I didn't catch it, but I heard it was pretty decent. I think that's very innovative and probably the best way to do some of that stuff now.
I think that what we can do with type of panels that we can do are going to be a lot of fun. And I think they're going to be different, man. I'm just over just watching Forever Red panel.
Yeah, Corey loves that shit though, right, Corey? You love the Forever Red panel.
Forever Red panel, I don't think.
I think you recorded ours last.
This
Power
is great.
Morphicon.
So since my birthday is in June and Morphicon is also in June, I expect nothing but birthday shots the whole weekend.
You get shots regardless. So what are you talking about?
This is true.
This is true for your kidneys and your liver.
Yeah.
Bring back After Dark. Should we bring back After Darks? We can do the pandemic version of After Dark.
We could play games on Zoom and have the whole cast in there.
I don't mean it's not a bad idea, guys. We should really think about bringing back After Dark. I mean, because I know me, Tony, Migdalia. Me, Tony, Brandon, and Josh are gonna do an X-Men. We're gonna do some X-Men watch-alongs.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do. I just figured out sometime next week. I'm gonna do a watch-along where I'm gonna watch the Ninja Turtles rock concert, and so you guys could watch it. It's pretty fucking great. So you guys will be able to watch it because I don't think there's any like copyright stuff on it because it's just so obscure right now. So if you guys haven't seen that, it's like a documentary too. It's fucking hilarious. It's great.
I loved it. Like, yo, people are gonna cash at me for my birthday. I'm all about this love for.
Cash App, man. It's all about Venmo, bro.
Like, I don't know. Let me tell you guys. So they asked me what day is my birthday. I'm going to tell you this. My birthday this year falls on a Friday.
It's June 3rd.
It's not June 3rd. How did it fall on a Friday?
June 8th.
It's close enough. It's not June 8th either. But regardless, I think that you know what? It's actually like almost exactly a month away in a couple days.
It's June 5th.
Hopefully the world opens back up and we can do something fun. If not, we'll still do something fun. We'll figure it all out.
Yeah, that'll be great.
But yeah, man, I think that Morphicon it's gonna suck because there's a lot of people that I do like seeing in Morphicon. A lot of you guys that are in the chat, like we get to meet you guys face to face. Like Larry was hanging out with us a lot last year. Matthew Thompson was with us a lot last year. We got to meet Mikey. It's a lot of fun, man. I really like it. I miss Morphicon. I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah. We also have another fun video. Corey's always we're always talking about me and Corey and Justin are always talking about our what Lightning Collection figures we got, and Corey actually made a fun little short video to show off which ones he picked up. I'm guessing it's all of the Austin St. John figures, right?
Oh, No.
Well, let me cue that up.
Yeah, if you look on it on YouTube, everything's out of frame.
No, that's how you shot it. That's what you sent me.
Nah, man, I know what I shot.
I put it. I didn't frame it
Shit,
weirdly
dude.
right there, man. That's what got rendered. I don't know.
You probably forgot to check the rate, man. Because I shot mine in 4K, so it's bigger.
Why you shooting shit in 4K, man? Okay.
Dude, I'm the camera guy, man. You probably had to scale it down. Because your video was probably smaller if you added yours on.
You know we're live, right?
Yeah, we're live.
Is Corey's berating you for your video quality?
No.
So yeah, Morphicon's not going to happen. The Lightning Collection's cool. What are some what? Because we do know that Scott did say in that message he's working with Hasbro for an exclusive. What do you think that exclusive is?
Ooh, it is a Hasbro Green Ranger Morpher.
You think it's a Morpher? You don't think it's a Lightning Collection figure?
I think it's the Green Ranger without the stripes.
You think so?
So you think it's the regular Green Ranger? Lightning?
Yeah, like a standard Green Ranger. Everybody eat that up.
Yeah, they love that shit. Green Ranger is it's
Want
whatever.
me to tell you what it is? I know what it is.
Oh, he does know what it is. He's gonna tell us what it is. What is it? What is it?
It's the Red Ranger Sentry figure from the Coinless world.
Ooh, look at
You
that.
mean with a little cape thing going on?
Yeah, yeah.
Jazzer mess up. I did not mess up Daniel Diaz. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know what the Super 7 figure is though. I don't know what Super 7 is actually.
What do you mean?
Says Toku Chris says Hasbro and Super 7. Scott wrote about Toku Chris says Scott wrote an article about how much he loves Super 7 is doing with the jumbo-sized robot figures. Oh, so I assume it's a Super 7 Megazord. It's actually a good call. Super 7 Megazord. I like that. I'm not a Zord collector though. I know that Corey's more of the Zord guys. By the way, I was just kidding. I don't know what the figure is. I have no clue what the figure is.
I have the Soul of Chigokin. Megazords, yeah.
Yeah, I got the Ultra Zords, so the Chigokin.
What if it's a Master Morpher, like a Lightning Collection Master Morpher?
I wish. I've been waiting on it.
Well, people made that already, right?
I have a custom one, but I've just been waiting because I don't want to do a custom one.
Oh man,
it's just a lot of stuff to buy.
Yeah, but it's pretty easy to put together, though, right?
Yeah, but I want to get green lights on mine. Because the lights of the Morph are red, and I want my light to be green.
That's easy to change too.
I actually do hope that the exclusive figure is, because you got to think that even the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, like you could essentially get them now, just not, you know what I mean, like not the same as, not exactly the not exactly in the packaging, but you could get those figures now. Like you can get a Gold Ranger, you can get a Jason. The only thing is you get the different smiling Jason head sculpt, right? So you can pretty much get like, with Power Rangers, the Lightning Collection hasn't been actually anything that's been exclusive yet.
Just Dragon Armor, the Dragon Shield Red Ranger. Is that coming out solo?
Oh, I guess you're right. Dragon Shield Red Ranger. I guess that's true.
Yeah. I mean, just for now, though.
Yeah, I mean, but you could easily take off the Dragon Shield from any of the other ones.
Armbands. He won't have armbands.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually true. I mean, but if there's a figure that you want to see, though, you want a Green Ranger Morpher, Jezer?
No.
What do you want?
I want a Ninjor that could probably transform, or a Blue Centurion or a Phantom Ranger. One of the auxiliary rangers would be dope.
Me too.
Phantom.
I would love a Phantom Ranger.
Phantom.
But I want you to be like Boom. It'll be like the Orange Ranger Boom from SPD.
Oh man! Or
I mean, they already, you know what I mean? Like, I could totally see them doing that.
Or what if it was like something like way out of the box, where it'd be like something also from Boom would be like Rita's mom or something with the Dragon Shield, you know? Something weird, like something obscure, you know?
I mean, or a Finster 5 would be really cool too. Like,
that
I want
would be cool.
I want just something different. You know what would be cool, honestly, too? An Alpha 5.
Alpha 5 would be dope, too. Maybe like a whole... It'd be crazy, but the whole, like, Alpha and Zordon, like, duo kit would be dope. You know?
Oh, here's a good one. Toku Chris says he wants the Lost Galaxy Pink and Psycho Pink 2-pack.
See, that'd be great to do. Like, you have Psycho Pink, Galaxy Pink, and then you have Space Pink all in one. And then you have that extra Corone head for you to put on
how much? I mean, how much are you looking to spend on this exclusive though, Jezer? Because you're talking.
No, that's a 3-pack. That's just a 3-pack. So it'd be $60.
It's not going to be $60. It's, first of all, it's a con exclusive, and you're getting an extra head, and there's a lot of detail. You're looking at the very least like $75.
No. Con exclusives are usually priced the same as like how much a regular would be. How much was the Jason duo pack?
I don't even remember.
I think that was $60. I think it was 60. 70,
something around.
It wasn't
there.
70. I think it was like $50.
Six.
It was
I think it was
$49.99.
And I paid $100 for it because I had to pay. I paid double.
Yeah, I think it's $49.99. Yeah, because he got it on eBay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh man, we could have got, if you knew us, we could have got you one.
I could have got you.
But I wasn't. I was roughing it back then.
Roughing it. Like you're living in a tree or like a trailer park or something?
Might as well have.
Would it be interesting? Like the way that they reveal the cast is by giving you you can buy the Rio Soldier figures for the Lightning Collection right then and there.
And then the head's right there. Is
like,
who's
here's
this guy?
cast reveal. Like, oh, it's this actor. I don't know who this is, but okay, cool.
Oh man.
Yeah. That was $70. See, the 2-pack was $70, bro.
Who said that? $70?
Chris.
I could have sworn I paid $50, but.
So a 3-pack would be $100, and I can see that happening actually.
Yeah, see, and it's a 3-pack, but you have.
You know what? Now that we're talking about this, a 3-pack that I actually think that they would do is the Stone Canyon trio, the Rocky, Adam, and Aisha in Mighty Morphin suits.
Oh, and maybe Rocky, Adam, and Aisha in ninja suits. I don't know.
Well, I think it'll be the Mighty Morphin suits because they can essentially just reuse the suits, but just give you a new Adam and Aisha head sculpt, and that's the way you get your Aisha figure.
Hopefully they change the Rocky head sculpt because he looks like somebody else. I have no idea who that guy looks like.
That does not look like Rocky whatsoever. This is true.
He looks like
and put him in metallic armor.
Oh, you mean the little glittery armor?
I love that shit, man.
What the hell are you talking about, dude?
Did you really like that, Corey?
I love metallic armor.
They sold that as a toy too, where it was just glitter. It's just Power Rangers that put fucking glitter on it.
Paint.
It was metallic paint. Yeah, it wasn't even paint. It was like metallic plastic.
Oh god, man!
Especially in the show, you couldn't touch them when they were in metallic armor. They could not
What?
touch.
All right, Chester, Toku Chris says you were right. They were $50.
Yeah, I remember not breaking the bank for that. So like, if it's $50, then what is that? Divide by 2. It's like $25 each. So about $60, $60 or $70 for a 3-pack. That would be dope. Like if they were to do that, and then they have like the actual sword that they were doing in the episode. That'd be really cool. That's a lot to ask for, though. That's a lot to ask for.
It is. That's why I think it'll be. I think it'll be the Angel Grove trio.
Or the Omega Rangers. That'd be a cool one.
Oh, the Omega Rangers would be awesome. I would love that. Actually,
would it be a 3-pack or would it be a 4-pack?
I mean, I would love it to be a 4-pack, but I can see it being a 3-pack.
Ooh, what if they do the what do you call it? Remember it wasn't Shattered Grid, but the one after that where they had the Solar Rangers. What if it's a Solar Ranger? Just the Solar Ranger.
What if it's Alex and Wes from Time Force, and it's like the same figure in the pack?
Wait, we didn't get a Red Time Force Ranger yet, right?
He's coming out.
The 2 Time Force Red Rangers.
Oh wait, actually, it's coming out this month, isn't it?
Yeah, June. It comes out June 1st.
Oh shit, man, that's dope. And then we're gonna be getting our Billy, man. Or it's not
Billy.
Billy, it's freaking Elton John.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elton John from Rocket Man. It's gonna be Rocket
So guys,
Man.
I think that one thing that we have to do though, now that it's going to be in June, we have to throw an epic Power Rangers party for Morphicon.
Why would that have been different if it was in June versus September?
Because, well, June's my birthday, number one, but the number 2 reason is because it gives us more time to plan it out properly.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
It gives us like a lot of time to figure out exactly how we want to do it.
And it's back on old stomping ground over in Pasadena.
It's where it always should have been.
Yeah, I mean, Anaheim was great, but I think it was a little too big for what they wanted to do with it.
Also, we had so many issues. You know this, Jesse. We had a lot of issues ourselves just dealing with the convention.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It was just crazy. So, you know, I loved how Pasadena was and how like easy it was to get to different hotels. I mean, given Anaheim wasn't any different because the 2 big hotels were right there, but it should be really fun.
You know, I will say this, that with it being in Anaheim, though, I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but we had that private party at Kelly's estate. You remember that?
Oh shit! That place was crazy.
Huge, right? Like it was just
crazy.
all of us. It was just all of us from our crew that were there. Like you,
At
me,
the time,
Jimmy,
yeah.
Migdalia, like everybody. But everybody was there. It was so much fun.
There was like chickens and horses and fucking like ostriches and shit.
And then
what the fuck is this place?
We were doing we were just drinking and like not barbecuing, but like campfire food. Like, you remember that?
Yeah. And then she had a bar with actual like what do you call it? Taps. That
Yeah.
was fucking crazy. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Even though
we're never doing a I know this is the time we should do another Angel Grove prom, mainly because a lot of proms actually did get canceled.
oh,
Totally true.
That's
But I think what we do have in store for everybody for the party that I do want to plan, I think it's going to be different, but it'll be a fun party. It'll be a very fun party.
We should do a rave. And just have like flashing lights and then trigger everybody's like epilepsies and stuff.
But I do want to do some fun things for this next year's Morphicon that we could do a lot of fun things with.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be a cool, fun time.
Are you excited? So look, we should start doing these panels with Rangers and stuff like that, like and get them going. And
well, who does the chat want to see? Who does the chat want to hear from? Everybody's gonna say MMPR watch.
I don't think so. I don't think
so.
I think most people are going to say not MMPR.
Really? Let's see who they say. Toku Chris says social distancing party.
That's what this is, pretty much.
It is.
Some of the people who are doing good, I wonder if they'll roll through.
Like who?
I forget her name from RPM.
Oh,
Rose MacGyver?
Yeah, and Eka Darville.
Ooh, we should do an RPM stream. That'd be crazy to try to get all
everybody who doesn't want to return, get them for a panel. Hey, what do you
Oh man. Dang. Hey, what do you do? You want to talk about Power Rangers for
I think it might be fun to not get a full cast. Like, I have an idea for a panel that we could do fun things with. that would be a mix of like different Rangers, but it would be fun.
I have an idea, but I need if anybody out there knows how to make like apps or games, hit me up because I need some help with something.
If you tweet, like a handful of people will come at you.
Really?
No
Hey, Samuel Benta, Jezzer, where are we on that? I know we were gonna have him on.
We were supposed to have him on, but he just like, boop, he just
He
left.
ghosted you?
He ghosted. It's fine. He's from Overdrive, right?
Yeah.
Overdrive's whatever. You know. Anytime with Christopher Kamen Lee is great. Yes, anytime with Christopher Kamen Lee is great. What was the last time we had him on? Was
The Retro Ranger.
Yeah, the watch through, and then we had him on at the Scum and Villainy place. That was fun too. It was fun times,
I mean,
man.
look, if we can, I'm gonna try to rework and get Samuel Benta back on to see if we could have this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. We'll check it out. We'll see. Oh, Hyperforce reunion.
Yeah.
Ooh, that could actually be pretty easy to get set up. That one.
Yeah, we should get the Hyperforce guys.
Yeah, that would be dope. Matt Austin would be cool. Lost Galaxy cast. Hey man, no one can find the Magna Defender. No one can find that guy. Dude, where is the Magna Defender? And I think Leo or Danny Slavin doesn't do a lot of Power Ranger stuff anymore because
He got a real job. He don't have
because he's a lawyer, I think, so he doesn't do any of that. But
Oh yeah, he still shows up to conventions though, doesn't he?
yeah, he still gets that money, but he doesn't do interviews or doesn't do a lot of stuff because he's so, I don't know, he's trying to be too careful.
I want to, you know what? If we do things correctly, I think that we should have. I want the rights to stream Morphicon like live 24/7.
Doesn't Shout Factory do that every year?
Shout Factory does it, but I was looking at their coverage when I was watching Tubi, and I think we could do it better.
You think so? Which year did they have?
They had the last year.
Oh, okay.
But we could do it better, especially if we have correspondents out there. I think we could do a pretty good job at it. Just saying.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
But I think, guys, we're going to come to a close for this episode of, I was going to say Morphin Monday, the Ranger Wrap-Up. Tomorrow is Retro Ranger Wrap-Up. And also check out Rage Cage, one of our new shows here at the Illuminerdi. And also, if you're a wrestling fan, tune in. Tomorrow we're stacked with programming. With starting us off is going to be Retro Ranger Wrap-Up, along with Rage Cage. Then you're going to get the wrestling show, and then there's a Rick and Morty stream that they're doing. So, there you go.
Wow, Sundays is packed. Who do they got on wrestling this week?
I don't know if there's a guest this week, but I know they're working on getting one of the new WWE Raw superstars, Bianca Belair. So that should be a good one.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's going to do it for us here, guys. Anything? By the way, you guys are awesome. Thank you for joining us. We absolutely appreciate it. Go cast your vote for Rage Cage. I know that the announcement comes tomorrow as well for who won, Doctor Strange or Rick. I don't know why with the obsession of Rick and Morty. I haven't seen it yet, but it's crazy. But thank you so much for joining us. Where can everybody find you guys on social media?
Right there. All social media at Jezzer Zeus.
Yeah, there you go. Social medias.
Same. You can find me over there too. Go check out our website, theilluminerdi.com. We have some new announcements coming to our Patreon, which is going to shift a little bit, but in a good way. You guys are going to get more out of it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time. And guess what? We did a full hour, guys.
Nice.
Let's go 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah. Okay, that would have been fun.
That's it. We're gonna wrap it out later, guys.
Transform and roll out.